Hi, this is Danielle. Let's talk about wrist pain in yoga poses. Wrist pain is one of the biggest complaints in yoga, and this is just because there are a lot of poses that put a lot of weight and pressure directly into the wrist if we're not careful about how we do the poses. So let's take a look at this. So in any sort of normal pose, the hand is on the ground, the arm and the body is above the hand, and if the hand is relaxed, all of the weight, all of the pressure will go directly into the ball of the hand, which then goes directly into the wrist. And over time, the wrist just cannot handle that amount of pressure, and you'll feel pain, possibly even injury in this area. So, what do we do to change this? There are things you can do, and it's all about using the hands correctly. So in this normal sort of position where all of the weight's going directly into the wrist, the hand's just hanging out. Then my hand's not really doing anything. This is what we need to change. We need to have active hands in our yoga poses so that we're distributing the weight of the body over the entire hand instead of just allowing the weight to concentrate right here in the wrist. Here's how we do this. Take a look at the hand. We call it the four corners of the hands or of the palms. A corner, 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 corner. When the hand is on the ground, you need to think about pressing down into the ground with the four corners of the palms. When we do that, you'll notice, look, my hand, just from me thinking about doing that, my hand looks really active. Here's how it was before. All the weight going right into the ball of the hand. But if my hand is active, now I'm distributing the weight over this area of my hand. Less of the weight is going into the wrist. So that's step one, press down into the four corners of the palms. You can take it a step further by pressing into the four corners and also into the tips of every finger and the thumb. So when your hand is down, I'm pressing down in the four corners, and look at my fingers. My fingers are almost arched, like I'm pressing down actively into the tips. So if you look at an advanced yogi, if you look at their hands, it's incredibly active. It's like every single muscle is activated, and their fingers are a little bit arched because they're pressing down into the tips of their fingers. When you incorporate all of this, the weight is now distributed. There is much less weight in the wrist, hardly any at all. By activating the hands, you're also activating the forearm muscles, and by using these muscles, we're taking away some of that weight as well. All right, so when you're in your poses, doesn't matter which pose, it could be cat-cow, or it could be down dog, or a more advanced balance pose. Doesn't matter. In any pose where the hand is on the ground, start practicing this. Your wrists will thank you for it. Now, I just also like to show you quickly, there are some stretches you can do for the palms that will help strengthen and to release any tension that are in the wrists here. All right, so if you just hold your hand out with the palm down, I'm going to take my hand. This hand's pressing like I'm trying to press the palm further in, but at the same time, I'm pushing up with this hand. So it's opposite forces, opposing forces, and just hold that for about 3 seconds and relax. And you can do it again, just maybe 3 to 5 times, relax. And then you can do the opposite where the palm is up, and I'm pushing this hand back while I'm trying to push it forward, opposing forces, and then relax. So 3 to 5 rounds, holding for 3 seconds. You can even take it a step further by making a fist and trying to push side to side. So opposing forces, and you can do it on each side. So if you're really experiencing wrist pain, number one, start paying attention to your hands and the forearms in your poses, distribute the weight, but also before and after you practice, and just do these opposing forces exercises, and you'll find that you're building strength while also releasing tension in the wrists. You should be a lot more comfortable in the pose, and you should see your practice expand. All right. Hope you enjoy that. If you have questions about poses or things you want me to answer, let me know. You know I'm happy to do that. See you on the mat.